Hi everyone and welcome back to the Java class. So let us continue the journey to learn our Java database connectivity from MySQL database. In today's session, we will learn what is a prepared statement interface and how it can be used to perform different operations on a database like insert, update, or delete. Along with it, you will also learn the difference between a statement and a prepared statement interface. So before exploring the prepared statement interface, let us first review what we have done in our previous video session. So in our previous video session, we have created a class insert employee that help us to insert our data inside MySQL data table. And along with it, we have created a separate class database connection that is used to create or return a connection object. So this class is separate. Wherever it is required, you can just use this class and call this function to establish a database connection. So apart from it, we have already created a database using these queries. So database was a company DB where it contains an employee table, and you can see the data of the employee table. So this data we have inserted using a Java program, and this was the Java program. So let us see and let us run this program. So you will run this program and you will be able to store the data. Let us run this program, then you will see the output of this program. So it is asking the employee ID. You will enter your employee ID is 1003. You will enter any name like Ram, right? You will enter the position. Ram is holding a position like a teacher, right? And you will press enter, and it was showing employee record inserted. You will go to your MySQL database and you will refresh your table, and you can see data was inserted properly, right? So what is the problem in this query here? So here you can see this is a query that help us to perform the insert operation. And you can see we have written this query insert into employee. These are the columns and values. These values are coming from the user. Sometimes while writing these queries, there will be a mistake. And multiple times the programmer or the user do a mistake. For example, you will just remove this single quote, right? This syntax is a little bit very difficult. Whenever you will save this program and you will run it, let's see what will be what kind of problem will come, right? So it is asking employee ID is 1004. You can enter a name like Hina, right? You will enter a position like teacher, right? And you will press enter. So it will show the error. What is the error here? You have an error in your SQL statement. Check the manual that correspond to your MySQL server, right? So here this query, because this query is written wrongly, there is a small mistake of a single quote. So if you are trying to perform a insert, update, or delete operations, and you are taking the input from the user, right? It may be from the console, or you are taking input from any graphical user interface. So I will recommend you to use a prepared statement interface that will help you to resolve these errors, and that syntax is very easy. So let us see what is a prepared statement interface. What is a prepared statement interface? A prepared statement interface is also present inside a java.sql package, which help us to execute your parameterized query, right? So what is a parameterized query? Parameterized query will help you or will give you the options to set the value of the parameter later after compiling the query. So here you can see what is it and how it is working. So if you will use a statement interface, in the statement interface, you will concatenate the strings and you will pass all the inputs into the same query. But using a prepared statement interface, it compile the pre-compile queries that take the pre-compile queries and will let you safely set input values using a placeholders. And you can see how to use it. Your query will be simplified. If you would like to insert some data inside a table like insert into employee ID, name, and position values, you can just write the placeholders and you can fill these placeholders later. And you will use a prepared statement interface and you can execute this. You can pass this query, right? So this query will be pre-compiled and later you will set the values of these placeholders as a parameters. So prepared statement interface help you to execute your parameterized SQL queries. So let us see how to use it. So I'm just doing changes in the same program. You can see the code. This is a code, right? So instead of using a statement, you can use a prepared statement here, right? So you will use a prepared statement. Prepared statement is equal connection dot prepare statement, or inside it you will pass your query, right? You will pass your query. So what is your query? You will write your query here, right? So what is your query? That is insert query string SQL is equal. You will write insert into, your table name is employees, right? And you can use these columns. So I will just copy here and you will write insert into employees ID, name and position. Then you will write values, and values you will set later. You will write a question mark here, this one. So these values you can set later. So this is your SQL query. So now no need to write this query. I will just put this here and I will remove this query from this program now, right? So you can see how it is, how much it is easy, right? No need to use it. I will remove this part. So instead of using a statement interface, simply you will use a prepared statement interface that will help you to execute your pre-compiled query. So here there will be no position. Here will be your SQL query, right? So first you will create a query and you will create an object of prepared statement. And here these are the placeholders. So from where these values will come and how to set the values for these placeholders or for these parameters. So with the help of prepared statement object, you will set these values. So what is the first column is an integer type. So you will use a setter method, set int, and here you will pass your index number. Column index number is 1, and this what value you would like to set here, that is ID. In the similar way, you can use prepare statement dot set string. If second value is string, that index number is 2 and this one is your name, right? So here next is prepare statement dot set string, and you will pass your column index, then the third value is the position. So this is a way how to use it. Prepare statement dot set int set string, that is ID, name and position. So after this, what will you do? Simply you will use int rows is equal prepare statement dot execute update. Rest method is the same, right? So here in the execute update method, you will not pass any query. So this prepare statement is used to execute a parameterized query where you can set the parameter later in place of these placeholders, right? So instead of passing the SQL query inside the execute update method, you will pass this query inside a prepare statement method. Rest code will be the same. If rows is greater than 0, it will show employee record inserted. So the syntax is a little bit easy from that statement interface. So right now this code is completed. Only this change we have done in our previous code. So guys, if you've not watched it, our previous video, please watch it first. Then only you will be able to understand this concept. So I will remove it. Now you can see the code here, right? The complete code you can see. Or let us run this program and you will see what is the output of it. So it is asking the employee ID is 1004. You are entering your value like couple, and the couple position is DBA, right? And you will press enter. It is showing employee record inserted. You will see in my SQL database, and you will refresh your table and it will display your data is inserted. So guys, this is how to use a prepared statement interface in order to perform the different operations. Now your choice, you can use anyone like a statement or a prepared statement interface. So let us see what is the difference between statement and the prepared statement interface. You can see what is the difference between statement and prepared statement interface. So if you will see the prepared statement interface, it prevents the SQL injection because statement interface concatenate the complete SQL query with a particular input values, and the prepared statement use a pre-compiled ones. These query are pre-compiled ones, then you will set the value of the parameters. So that will help us to improve the performance, right? So it is very cleaner and more readable than string concatenation, and it will help you, means the prepared statement will help you for the batch multiple insert or multiple update efficiently. So this is a few difference between statement and prepared statement. You can use anyone in order to perform different operations. So guys, I hope you understand how to how to use a prepared statement and how to apply on it. So please try it, and if you will able to done it, please write in the comments, like this video and subscribe, and enjoy the learning of Java programming. Have a great day.